This, he said, will not only promote export but greatly encourage the processing of local agro and other intermediary products for manufacturing. Mr. Chirmantin made the call when he addressed a forum organized by the Ghana Free Zones Authority as part of its third annual Investment Week celebration, which commenced on December 5th on the theme Ghana Free Zones Authority championing export-led industrial growth in the context of AFTA and world trade. It brought together players in the trade and industry to take stock and discuss issues of common interest to improve the operations of the Free Zones Authority and enterprises, as well as update businesses on new trends and policies that will have an impact on their operations. Let's listen to him.
Government since 2017, at the beginning of the first term of this government, has embarked on a very aggressive program for industrial transformation. And if we are going to focus on investments, then I believe that the starting point for us is to look at the key areas or the strategic areas for investments that will reboot our economy, particularly after the effects of the pandemic. And so we've identified 10 new strategic sectors, agro sectors, which we believe can diversify our economy away from cocoa and gold. And I'd like us, as we start reflecting soberly on how we reboot our economy, how we bring in more investments.
You heard Alan Kojo Chirmantin, Minister of Trade and Industry, speaking at the closing ceremony of the third annual Investment Week celebration organized by the Ghana Free Zones Authority. If you just joined us, you're listening to Maritime and Port News. The latest International Air Transport Association IATA forecast shows African airlines are expected to post $638 million losses in 2022, narrowing to a loss of $213 million in 2023. The African region, according to IATA, is particularly exposed to macroeconomic headwinds, which have increased the vulnerability of several economies and rendered connectivity more complex. On the global level, the International Air Transport Association expects a return to profitability for the global airline industry in 2023 as airlines continue to cut losses stemming from the effect of COVID-19 pandemic to their businesses in 2022. Willie Walsh, IATA's Director General, noted that resilience has been the hallmark of airlines in the COVID-19 crisis, and as we look at 2023, the financial recovery will take shape with the first industry profit since 2019. Globally, in 2023, airlines are expected to post a small net profit of $4.7 billion, a 0.6% net profit margin, and it is the first profit since 2019 when industry net profit were $26.4 billion. If you just join us, you're listening to Maritime and Port News. On the international front, the container shipping industry is likely to see significantly weaker profits next year as freight rate continue to normalize. According to Fitch Ratings, container freight rates have fallen sharply with supply chain pressure easing, which will lead to the weaker 2023 for liner operators compared to the past 3 years of the pandemic, the ratings agency said. Now, the main risk for the segment include a potential harsher than expected recession and the continuation of pandemic-related lockdowns in China, leading to further weaknesses in demand and manufacturing. Though not likely, any port capacity restriction in China in excess of lockdown-related production limitation could be positive for container freight rate, Fitch Ratings said in a global shipping outlook update. Meanwhile, prospects in the tanker and dry bulk sector are more stable as order book in those sectors remain at historic lows. Fitch sees demand growth for oil tankers in 2023 similar to this year. as ton miles increase thanks rising oil export. As ton miles increase thanks to rising oil exports shipped from Russia to China and India, which were previously supplied to Europe. Dry bulk volumes are likely to be almost flat thanks to lower steel production in China. On this note, to wrap up this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News, proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority, they provide you with the best in all your shipping solutions. You can contact them at the Shippers House in Accra. My name is Nanesi Boateng. My producer, Kwekwa Boachi. Have a great day.
3CP. If you be here, 3CP Bambo.
Do you know that 90% of the goods we consume are manufactured elsewhere?